welcome back to Let's Play Higurashi Minagoroshi. This old screen recorder thing is a pain in the ass because it's just like, it just feels clunky. Oh, of course, the cat now wants our room. I waited like, 5 minutes just to see if the cat would leave the room. And now, it waits until the precise moment that I start talking. Of course you do that, Molly, of course you would. A moment. Right. That always happens. If the cat's in my room, it's like I'll even use that as an excuse sometimes to not bother recording. Be like, nah, the cat's been in my room all day and it looks pretty comfortable just sitting there. Can't disturb the cat, so I won't record today, I guess, kind of thing, you know. Anyways, where were we? The items donated for the auction were held at the Furude Shrine. Ah, yes. Keiichi is now in charge of an auction. There's so much stuff here. I expect to see towels and old furniture, but there are way more things than that.
I even see TVs and refrigerators. They're pretty new too.
Impressed, huh? We got donations from the stores my family owns. Some of them were display products or leftovers that they can't sell, but they're still practically brand new. Wow, brand new. Like, you know, in 1983, brand new. You don't mind something modeled behind. You don't mind something a model behind? They're incredible, right? Seeing how sun bleached a brand new sticker on these appliances makes me feel kind of sorry for them. Oh no, Sadoko, that's actually a big selling point. Even if it's a little faded, people feel better using brand new tools than they do items someone else used.
Me youngsters these days sure are picky.
It just seems weird for her to say that. And then you got the context of like how this arc started out, like revealing how the whole plot has kind of had this loop to it. So it's just like, gives you a different layer to it.
I don't really care whether it's new or not, all I care about is the price.
Rena-san, you seem interested in furniture. Are you thinking about living in your own or living on your own, son?
Oh no, my dad and I were just talking about redecorating the house. Brand new furniture is expensive, so I've been checking out these recycled ones.
You're changing the furniture? That's quite a big deal.
Yep. My dad finally found a job recently, so we kind of want to make a fresh start out of it.
Your father's found a new job. Rika-chan asked her. I was thinking the same thing. The ominous, is that the cicadas in the background there? It's giving an ominous thing to it. Is that like the implication? That was the previous arc, wasn't it? Where it set the, dominoes chain effect for the previous arc's events to kick in. So this is, if that's the case, then it very much just like you had the events of Watanagashi and Minagoroshi almost like start, but it was like derailed thanks to Keiichi giving the doll to Mion, and now we got this potential thing going on here as well. It's like Rika's probably like, oh my god, why? That man Rena and his father was unemployed until recently.
Yeah, he didn't work for a whole year after he broke up with my mom. I was so upset. I was always telling him to get a job already.
Rena explained that with her usual smile, so it took me a moment to realize how serious it was. If what she said was true, her parents were divorced and she wasn't living in a very good family environment. Rena talked about it like it was nothing. Your mother and father broke up?
Yep, they got divorced in Ibaraki. That's why my dad and I came back to Himizawa. My dad couldn't get over the divorce for a long time though. He was always just sleeping or daydreaming,
Well, there was a bit more to it than that for them coming back to Enemy's Hour, as we found out in the previous arc. And I think Oishi also, told Keiichi about stuff like that as well, if I recall, in the Onikakushi arc. Divorce and breakups always wound deeper the more they love their partner. It's not really a bad thing that your father was hurt so much.
That's a romantic way to put it. Anyway, I eventually found out that he was spending a lot of money at the bar. I was shocked when I looked at our bank account.
Rena's mom is a famous designer. The family used to make lots of money. So her father got lots of settlement money upon divorce. That's why he was able to pay for their living expenses for a while. Perhaps that was why it took him so long to get back on track. That's true. If he had no money, he would have had no choice but to work. He would have had no time to be depressed if he kept himself busy. It's tough living an ordinary pattern of life. It can really mess up people's cycles. I understand, because I was that way for a while after I left the academy.
Staying at home like a hermit is the worst thing you can do. Exactly right, Rika-chan. That's why I had to talk with him. We talked about his responsibility as the head of the household and as a parent.
You always look like you're fooling around, but you're actually the most reliable person in this group. I'm impressed that you even spoke to your father like that.
It wasn't a big deal. I was shocked at first. I found out that my dad was spending his money on some lady. As his daughter, it really hurts to find that out. And then, what did you do? Well, it was no good to think about it on my own. I just kept thinking in a negative way. So I spoke to Michan about it.
All I did was listen to her. Rena was the one who faced her problems and came to the conclusion of talking with her dad about them. I didn't give her any advice. But that was the important thing. Talking to people about your problems couldn't calm me down a bit. Is that so? If she overcame it just by talking to Sis, maybe her problem wasn't that serious.
That's not true, Chi-chan. Before I spoke to Michan, all I thought about was how to hurt that lady. But I realized that wasn't a good solution at all. Talking it out with him was the important thing.
So what happened after you spoke with him?
Well, we concluded that he wasn't moving on because of the money, so we transferred the funds to a different account and I took charge of them. Now my dad has to get an allowance from me every month.
Oh, so you're the parent now. Everyone else laughed along with Sadako. I wasn't sure if I should laugh, but I saw Rena laughing too. Anyway, the money was keeping our father from moving on. As soon as he remembered the value of money, he stopped going to that shady bar and got a job.
It really was perfect timing. He was getting ready to pay the down payment for this lady's apartment. That would have been a mess.
Okay, so that one has been derailed as well, then. You talk about it like it's nothing, but it's a pretty serious story. Your family could have been ruined.
That's true. If I didn't talk to Michan, I kept on thinking about it on my own, I don't know where I would have been by now.
You would have been in the events of the previous arc, Rena.
I think I probably would have tried to kill that lady.
Everyone laughed at hearing such a dangerous thing come out of Rena's mouth. Like that would never happen, right? Rena laughed too, but I saw something serious in her eyes. It was probably true that she once thought about murdering that lady. She seduced Rena's father so that she could get money out of him. Knowing how short-tempered I am, I might do the same if that happened to me. I think she made the right decision in talking to Mion instead of being irrational. I'm impressed. It's not that easy to talk about your family issues.
I know. It took me a while to make the decision to talk to Michan. That one dream changed everything.
A dream?
Yep. Every night in bed I'd think about my problems, so I was troubled even in my dreams. In my dream, I thought about what would happen to me if I didn't do anything. I don't know if what I saw was my imagination or a prediction of the future. In my dream, I saw that lady living with us in our home. My dad and I don't smoke, but there was an ashtray in the living room. It's like she's telling this story, but I'm not reading it all in her voice, just the ones that have the quotation mark things. The futon in our guest room was now hers. In the bathroom, there was a toothbrush and shampoo I never chose to buy. It was an unusual sight. Oh. That must have been very difficult and a disgusting situation. What's with the eyes, Sadako? Sadako never told me, but I'd heard that she also lost her parents. I'd heard that she went through tough times when she was taken in by her aunt and uncle. Someone told me about that once. Sadako seemed to understand Rena's pain very well. Yes, it was a really disheartening situation. Eventually I felt like I didn't belong there anymore, and something urged me to kill her. That sounds so realistic for a dream. What happened after that? I realized I was the murderer. I didn't want anybody to find out about it, and I stopped trusting anyone. I spent all day at the place I buried her. I was afraid that if I left that place, someone would find out that I killed her. That's a nightmare. I'm glad it was just a dream for you. I don't know. I wonder if that was just a dream. I think I saw my future. That would have happened if I didn't do anything about the situation. I woke up the next morning shaking in fear. I even felt like I smelled her perfume at home. I wondered when that dream was going to come true. I was so afraid, and that pushed me to talk to Michan. I remember Rena coming up to me and telling me that she had a secret to tell me. I honestly thought she'd gotten a positive on a pregnancy test for a moment. I could talk about it like this now, but it was very serious then. Michan is really a really dependable person. She listened to me and guided me through a solution. Eventually we decided that I needed to talk with him face to face. Perhaps it wasn't just a dream. You're right. I think it was more than that. And that dream, it's possible that you never would have spoken to me on. That could change your life dramatically. So it's really the importance of, talking about your issues, your problems, rather than keeping it to yourself, really, that situation. The lesson to be learned there. A dream, huh? Huh? You've had dreams too, Shion? Shion had said something in a small voice. Only Mion picked up on what it was. I don't know what she said, but based on Mion's reaction, she must have said something serious. By the way, Shion usually went to school in Okimare. However, she'd been coming to the school in Inmizar lately. I don't know why she chose to come this far, but she seemed to be having fun taking care of Sadako. It's like... Sure, Keiichi is, shown to, remember the events of a previous arc in the previous arc, and even to a lesser extent this arc, in a way. But everyone else is starting to show that they have that faint memory in the back of their head, but they just kind of think of it like it must have just been some kind of dream or something. So that's interesting. Because, at the end, I think it was at the end of Mekashi, where, Shion was, filled with a lot of regrets, if I recall. I had no idea what brought Shion and Sadako together. Wait, weren't they on bad terms once? Oh, he even remembers it himself a little bit. Huh? Is that true? Were they always that close or not? How I know it's important to talk to other people. We'll have fun in a normal way. We'll laugh together in a normal way. And we'll fall in love in a normal way. We won't doubt each other. We'll trust each other. Friends have greater meaning than I thought. You can talk to them about anything. I finally came to realize that. You're right. You resolve not only a family issue, but you also realize the importance of friendship. The power of friendship! That is what Higurashi is all about.
Well, it kind of is in a way, isn't it? It's the power of friendship. Group of friends, just, you know, enjoying their time, and then shit hits the fan, and shit goes wrong. But it's like, I don't know.
If anyone's troubled by something, I want to help. I really do. I want everybody to think that they can talk to me about their problems. Rena's saying something very important right now.
Rika-chan's right. We all nodded at her without joking around. A moment later, we heard someone locking the door. We were all surprised. That person didn't mean to lock the door. She must have locked it by accident, not knowing that it was already open. She turned the knob, thinking that it was now unlocked. Is anybody inside? As the lady knocked on the door, I could hear several other people outside the door. Who is it?
Oh, sorry, let me open it.
Mion replied in a loud voice and walked towards the door. I heard her greeting ladies from the town council. I do not know speaking. Will you guys hand water? Is it? Must be the, well, just said, the ladies from the town village council thing or wherever it was. I immediately saw why Mion called us over. The people from the village committee, yeah, that's what it is, had brought an old donation. It was an old cupboard. They don't get character portraits now. We all helped to carry it inside the room. As I walked through the door, I realized Higurashi was starting to cry, taking over from the cicadas. I guess our Higurashi are different from the cicadas then. I just thought they were one and the same. I heard you're going to host the auction by Barakun. Everyone thinks you're the best man for the job. We're all looking forward to seeing your showmanship. I'll do my best, but please don't expect too much from me. Sure, you say. You're here today so you can come up with an idea of how to sell these items. They have every reason to expect great things from you. I'll make sure I'm at my best then. The old lady smiled and told me they were looking forward to it. It hadn't been that long since I moved to the village, but even these people offered me a huge responsibility in the festival. So you could say that they've accepted me as a member of this village. I caused so much trouble where I lived before that I couldn't even go outside. But they've accepted me as a member of the village. I was so happy. I felt bad that I still hadn't learned all of their names. But I was going to do my best to entertain the villagers who were supporting me. What are you going to do now, Mion-chan? Are you staying here? No, we're going home now. I guess that must have been one of the committee members. Right, Kei-chan? Yep. I got a good idea of what we have here. I should be fine now. I'm not interested in what Tanagachi, but I do still want to see this auction. Maybe I'll come to the festival too.
You absolutely must be there, Shion-san. It'll be great fun if we all hang out together.
I disagree. She lives in Optimus, so she should go to the festival there.
I think Shi-chan should come. I think Mi-chan will prove entertaining if she does. Since most of us want to be there here, it's decided that she is going to come.
You hear that, sis? You'll be in the shadow on the in my shadow on the day of the festival. Well, let's at least be nice to each other. I hate you, Shion. I hate you, Shion. I hate you, Shion. Whatever Mion says, I know that they're actually close. The more Mion tried to refuse her, the more it was obvious how close they really were. It's just a sibling thing, isn't it? It's growing up, me and my brother would be just like, oh yeah, they're so close, look at them, just constantly keep winding each other up and all that. But this was generally annoyed the shit out of me as a kid, because he would constantly wind me up. and then like just run away, and then be like, "Ah, you son of a!"
Right, right, let's go. Make sure you get everything. I'm turning off the light now.
I made sure that we didn't leave anything inside and left the room. I looked around the shrine grounds while Mion locked the door. This big place will be filled with people on the day of Futanagashi. These grounds are going to be the site of the festival. Man, I can't even imagine the crowd. Really looking forward to it.
There's going to be a lot of stalls and it'll be packed with people. You'll be surprised, I think.
I wish they'd quit being stinging whole something every season instead of once a year. That reminds me, there's someone who visits every season. Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, I know who you mean. Is that photographer I met the other day, isn't it? What was his name?
You know Tomatake, Keiichi?
That's right, it was Tomatake-san. I met him on my way back home. Rena and Mion told me about him. Despite his burly frame, he's a fairly modest guy. He comes here every year to take pictures, right? That's what he claims, at least. Whenever I see him, I feel like Futanagashi is close by. And after Futanagashi, it's the beginning of summer.
That's true. But the cicadas are already crying because it's gotten hot early this year.
I heard on TV no, wrong voice. I heard on TV that this year is unusual. Something to do with a thing called global warming. Global warming, conspiracies, yeah. Man, if this character had, what was his name? Was his name Shinji? Oh, I'm thinking it wrong. From Garawa Shoujo. He'd be very, like, in on the conspiracy theory stuff. He'd be like, yeah, man. I love a hot summer. It's not a proper summer if it's cool. Well, me personally, I'm not particularly fond when it's too warm because when it's too warm, it sucks. Yeah, I agree. I like the different climates of the seasons. Cool weather and warm winters disappoint me. We gotta be as passionate as the hot summer too. How many of us are going to be there at the festival? It's going to be a battle of the 6 evils.
Once again, we'll have a great Futanagashi this year. I agree, I hope we'll have lots of fun.
Hey, Rena, don't you know? When Rika-chan says something like that, it's not just what she hopes for. It's a prediction. Rika-chan herself said it's going to be great. It really is going to be great. That's our fate. Right, Rika-chan?
Yes, that's our fate.
Rika-chan smiled with a nippa. You gotta have to star, though. Her smile has assured me that the day of Futanagashi was going to be a great one for us. Auction won't be starting right away, will it? Nah, it's going to be right before the ritual dance, so we'll have plenty of time to hang out together. Indeed. It's your first festival, you deserve to have fun. After Kei-chan's auction, we get to see Rika-chan have his ritual dance. Sounds good to me.
That means I don't get to see Keiichi the whole time. I have to stand by for the dance.
You're going to be in the show too, Rika-chan? What is that dance all about? Are you going to do something traditional because you're the Shrine Maiden?
There's a dance and a ceremony for paying respect to the cotton inside the futon. You should root for Rika-chan too, Keiichi-kun. You see? When Rika-chan dances in her Shrine Maiden outfit, it's just so cute!
Was that sound effect meant to imply that she's having a nosebleed? Could sound like ketchup.
I'm taking her home with me!
I've never seen a real Shrine Maiden before. I'm sure Rika-chan really will look adorable. I was looking more and more forward to the Futanagashi Festival. This scene is going on a long time. Rena, Mion, Shion, Sadako, Rika-chan, and I. The 6 of us will definitely have a great time there. How many more days did we have? I'd never been this excited about a festival in my life. And so it goes on and on. I quite like this track. It's chill. But then it's night. And the moon is technically always out in the sky, it's just that sometimes you don't see it.